In the Finding the HOIC challenge, you must prevent a cyber attack by locating and gathering information about HOIC, the High Orbit Ion Cannon tool. To accomplish this, you need to perform intelligence gathering on a known malicious forum. Since there are several versions of this challenge, your answers may vary from what is shown in this walkthrough. Start the challenge and review the provided details. You are given the address of the forum website to investigate. Launch the Kali workstation. On the desktop is a CD-ROM that contains a password and word list files. Copy them to the desktop of the Kali workstation to use during the challenge. Question 1. What is the domain of the HOIC website? Navigate to the Hacker Forum website. You see that the forum posts may contain useful information. Examining the forum page, you notice each username is a link to the user's profile. Each profile contains information that may help you locate the HOIC software. HTTrack, an open-source web crawler and offline browser, can be used to create an offline copy of a website to examine it. Install HTTrack using the apt command. On the desktop, create a folder to hold the downloaded website content. Run HTTrack, specifying the target as the Hacker Forum website. Once HTTrack has finished, a recursive grep search for http:// can extract the URLs from the offline copy of the website. Redirect this output to a text file. Another grep search with a Perl regular expression can extract the domains from the URL's text file. Use Nmap, an open source network scanner, to automate checking if any of the discovered domains are reachable. Browse to any domain that Nmap reports as up. You've located the HOIC website and the answer to question 1. Question 2. What email address did you use to log in to the HOIC website? Each user profile on the Hacker Forum includes an email address. Manually reviewing the website for email addresses would take too long. Fortunately, there are tools to assist you. Cool is a custom word list generator that spiders a website. It does this to a specific depth following the configured options. Crawl the Hacker Forum using Cool to create a list of email addresses. By combining the list of emails with the provided password file, you can perform a password spraying attack against the HOIC website using Hydra, an open source password cracking tool. On the login page, right-click and select View Page Source. Locate the HTML form elements, then the username and password fields. These values are needed to perform your attack. Run Hydra against the login page. After a short time, an identified email address and password will appear. Verify the credentials by logging in to the HOIC website. The email address you use is the answer to question 2. Question 3. Find the HOIC.zip file on the HOIC website you found in question 1. What password was used to decrypt the HOIC.zip archive? While logged into the HOIC website, browse and attempt to locate a download or similar link for the HOIC.zip file. There is not a direct link easily accessible. You can use dirbuster to locate pages on the website that may be hidden. We recommend selecting Go Faster and use the small directory list file. It may take several hours for dirbuster to finish. Fortunately, you do not need to wait that long. After a few minutes, click on the Results-Tree View tab. There are several directories dirbuster has already located. After navigating and reviewing each, you find that the Tools directory contains a download link for HOIC.zip. Download the zip file and attempt to open it. A prompt appears for a password. Collect hashes from the zip file using zip2john. Use John, a password cracking tool, to brute force the password using the provided word list. Decrypt the zip file using the identified password. This password is the answer to question 3. Question 4. What domain does the HOIC software try to contact? The zip file contains the HOIC software. Run the software from a terminal window. It will report an error when attempting to contact a domain. This domain is the answer to question 4. Question 5. What is the value of the client ID the malicious HOIC tool attempts to transmit back to the command and control server? In question 4, you found that the software wouldn't run because it couldn't reach a domain. To determine what data is being transmitted, you need to trick the software into thinking the domain is available. Start a local web server on the Kali workstation using Python. In the etc/hosts file, add the loopback address and associate it with the domain you identified in question 4. Make sure to save your changes before exiting. To view the traffic being sent by the software, use Wireshark, a packet capture and analysis tool. Start Wireshark and begin a packet capture on the loopback interface. From a terminal window, run the HOIC software. Notice that unlike your previous attempt to run the software in question 4, this time it succeeds. Capture a few minutes of network traffic, then stop the capture. Reviewing the packet data, there is repeating HTTP post traffic. Examine the line-based text data in the packets. You will see the text client ID. The data that follows is the value being transmitted to the command and control server, and the answer to question 5. Enter each answer into the corresponding challenge question and click Submit. Congratulations on completing the Find the HOIC challenge.